Alright, so as you can see, we have a little bit of damage on our front fiberglass bumper here. So we bought this fancy fiberglass repair kit at an auto parts store. You can get it kind of anywhere. All we have to do is prep this area, mix this stuff together, and then apply it and then sand it so it looks smooth again. First step, we're going to sand this down a little bit outside the affected areas, and then we'll go from there. Alright, we're starting with 80 grit sandpaper per the instructions, so here we go. The power sander can't really get into these tight places, so this is a soft sanding sponge. So I'm just finishing up my sanding. We're on to step 2, which is clean the area. We don't have like a degreasing soap, so I have acetone, which is just like a rubbing alcohol, so it should get rid of the grease. So this is the resin. This is hardener. So we're mixing the resin with the hardener. Basically, it allows it to stay like in the bottle as a liquid, and then when we put the hardener in, it is starting to solidify. So I have like 10 minutes to work with this, and then we're out of time, and it'll be hard. So this filler is basically the glue for this, which is the actual filler for the hole, the fiberglass cloth here. This is like fiberglass cloth, and basically you need to like cut it to the shape that you're going to be covering over. Luckily we're supposed to do this in small batches, so we're going to start with this tiny little one here, and then we'll go to the bigger one next. So this guy's pretty small. Just like this. Cover that up. Alright, the last step here is that we need to sand it down to make it smooth. We definitely didn't do it perfectly because you can see all this frilly fiberglass. So we're going to hope that it sands off well, but if not, whatever. It's not perfect. Also, this stuff is actually pretty cool. It's like rock hard now. It's only been like 3 hours. Alright, we have a painted bus. As you can see, our Bondo here held up great. It's not perfect, it's a little bumpy, but overall much sturdier. There's not a big hole here anymore. This is one solid piece and it kind of blends in more or less with the paint. So we're pretty happy with how it turned out, but there's definitely a couple things we could have done a little better. Pro tips if you're going to be doing this yourself, I would say make sure you put enough layers on here and you really smooth it out with your sandpaper. We did it fairly fast, so it's a little rough, but take your time, really smooth it out, and it'll turn out even better. The only other thing is just know the Bondo does harden quite a bit, so even if you think at first like this is just soft, flexible material, how is it going to work? It is rock hard now. So we filled this crack, it is totally solid. It can do wonders for you. Make sure you sand it really smooth, you get it to the right shape, and then you're good to go. If this was helpful and you liked this video, please subscribe to our channel for more bus building content.